Hi everyone, I'm Amit and I'm heading Disha Consultants as CEO. Disha Consultant is one of the leading sales training organizations in India. My journey in sales started back in 2004 when I joined HP as a sales executive. Prior to that, I was a courier boy distributing couriers in one of the small cities of Karnal. And that's where my journey started. And looking for a better job prospects and a bigger career, I ended up in sales. First 6 months were good, learning about product, learning about new company, cultures, customer. It was all exciting. But the horror story began after 8 months when I looked back and I was not making much sales. Like it was only 15% or 20% of the sales I was making. And that was not looking good on my file. So I started researching, thinking I want to do better. I don't want to go back into being a courier boy. So I wanted to be here. I wanted to do something and make it big. This made me started researching to understand what works in sales and what doesn't work in sales. So I started researching and then I came across something called as relationship selling, which sounds wow that time, and I wanted to do it, and I had a great hope that I would be able to make using relationship selling big in my career. Then I started contacting more customers, meeting them, sending gifts, wishing them on holidays, birthdays, anniversaries. I started keeping track of it. And 2 years gone by, understanding, making more relationships with the customer, but it didn't work out. My conversions were still back there only. And that's when I understand relationship selling might be good, but it is not working out for me. And time was running out. I have already down 3 years into sales, not doing much and hardly one promotion, and dreams were far away from me. So situation was getting desperate, and I wanted to know what I could do so that I can make this whole thing work out. So the only option for me was, go out, start meeting those people who have been there, who have done it, and who have made it big in this space. So I started reaching out to all the sales leaders in my organization that I knew. I tried explaining to them that what is my current situation and I'm meeting customers, I'm trying to make relationships with them, but it's not working out. Customers just attend my demos, take a look at my product, appreciate everything that I've been doing, they like the product, but they still don't buy. And I have tried relationship sellings as well, making as many relationships as I could, but nothing seems to be working out. So he said, Amit, this is what you're doing wrong. You are not into product selling. You are the product. The day you understand this part, that you are the product, that day things starts working out for you. And that was a big eye-opener for me. I went back to my board and started researching to understand what does this mean. And this is where I came across all the 4 crucial elements of authoritative selling, be it personal branding, be it emotional intelligence, be it storytelling, and be it social selling. And I knew this is it. This is where I have to be. This is what I have to do, and this is what it can take me forward in my career. So I started researching on it, I started learning more about it, and I started learning about personal branding a lot. So when I started learning about personal branding, I understood that buying a product is not easy for customers. It's like venturing into a new territory where they have a lot of companies to deal with, where they have a lot of products to understand, a lot of technicalities to learn with, and investment decisions are not always easy decisions to make. It requires a lot of trust, a lot of security for them to do it. But when I, being a salesperson, or people like me, like other salespeople or entrepreneurs, they go out to the customers, we don't take this aspect into consideration, that we have to first make them understand the security part of it, the trust part of it. And this is the gap that needs to be filled, and the personal branding was only the aspect that could fill this gap. I learned that we are not into a product selling business, we are into an advice selling business. Customers are not going to make their investments on the company or the product, they are going to make investments on us as a product. Are we that kind of credibility or authority that we carry that people can invest in us, was the question before me. And that made me learn more about outlook, the body language, the grooming part of it, the presentation part of it. And once I learned it, I was able to present myself as an authority before the customers, win the confidence of the customers and get their investments no matter what kind of product I represented. I represented startups, I represented Fortune 500 companies, I represented established products, new products, and it all worked out. The second element was the emotional connect. Making a buying decision is a very complex decision for customers. They have a big problem at hand to solve. Those big problems can be big business challenges. They want to be ahead of their competition, or they wanted to have more customers, or they wanted to have more sales for them, or they simply want to stop losing the profits that they are losing or the losses that they are making. They just want to overcome it. But when they go out and meet salespeople like us, we comes out with all guns blazing, with all information, technical information, and glorifying our product, glorifying our company. This was a big emotional disconnect the customers find. And when they find it, it's a big turn off for them. They simply go away, they disappear, they take the pricing, they take the demo and everything, and they simply disappear. And that's how we lose most of the sales. So this emotional connect gap that I could see needs to be filled. And that's what I started filling in with emotional intelligence. How to understand customer desires, how to understand customer fears, and how to make them understand about our value proposition and how it will help them meet their goals, their objectives, or make their business better. And once it happened, the magic started unfolding, and customers, they just started calling me, meeting me, understanding my products and services, and this is what even helped me take my company from a one-person company to one of India's leading sales training companies in India today. The third element that I learned was about storytelling. People think it's a new concept. It is not a new concept. Think from the customer's perspective. Choosing a product is not easy for them. When they look out, all products seems the same features, the same functionalities, and many of the products comes in the less price. So how do I choose? As a business owner, how do I make a decision? Am I making a right decision? Is the question. Is my investment is going to give me that return? Is the question. So rolling down those traditional PPTs or giving those product demos, which everybody does the same. Everybody glorifies their own product and services. How would a customer know which one is better? And this is where I saw the gap that storytelling could actually fill. Customers, more than technical information, more than product demos, they need success stories of your customers who have been successful with you, success stories of your customers who have been struggling without you. And when they are with you, when they are associated with you, what kind of results they have achieved. And once customers learn all this, it becomes so clear, so simple for them to understand why they should be with you and what they can lose without you. Then investment doesn't become a problem. Paying more money doesn't become a problem. When the clarity is there in the value proposition, then everything is easy. Decision making is easy. That's what happened with the customers, and we started being a startup, being in a highly competitive space. We started getting a lot of customers much better than our bigger competition as well. The fourth element was social selling. I am a man of desires. I wanted to grow faster. I don't want an average growth. Average growth is everybody can get. The regular annual promotions, the regular annual 10%, 15%, 20% hike that is given to us, it's good, and everybody would like to have it. But I'm not the one that I wanted. I wanted to grow faster, like 2 times faster, 3 times faster, reach to the designations of directors or vice presidents or CEOs. That's what I was dreaming for. And this requires 10 times more efforts than what we put in generating our customer inquiries. And traditional channels alone, like phone or email, cannot do it. You need a hell lot of inquiries to fill your bucket, to fill your pipeline, and then convert them into big customers and take big paychecks, big incentives home, and that's how you grow, and that is the only way I know. And social media comes along making this possible. That is the tool that can take you and put you in front of like thousands and lakhs of customers. Can you imagine for free? Take LinkedIn, take Facebook, take YouTube. All you need to do is put one post out there or put one YouTube video out there, and you can reach thousands and lakhs of customers. But salespeople, they are still reluctant to do it and dependent on traditional channels of phone and email alone. Those won't take you far. So that is when I introduced social selling, and let me tell you, it just upgraded me and the people I have trained from being a traditional salesman to a brand ambassador. A brand ambassador who is talking about his company, who's talking about his product, generating inquiry, and simply became a marketing arm for the company. And when you become a marketing arm, when you become a brand ambassador for the company, you become an asset. And the assets has to be taken care of, has to be moved up, has to be given more incentives, more money. And that's what happened. That's the only way to grow in your career 10 times faster. So don't settle for regular normal growth. Join authoritative selling. That's what it is there, and it can make it happen for you. It has made it happen for 100,000 sales professionals and over 10,000 entrepreneurs and 900 plus corporates. They have seen this magic and they have started seeing that growth that they always wanted. You could also do that if you become part of this journey. So authoritative selling is the way to go. You can figure it out online, or you can connect with me. Thank you very much.